This Molotov is so important, and if you're underutilizing it, you are basically removing like half of the value of your kit. Like this molly is like half of the value of Brimstone's kit. In all honesty, the stim beacon is pretty useful, but in all honesty, it's kind of useless. The smokes are, well, smokes, you're a controller, but this molly is like half of the value of your kit behind your ultimate. What I want you to do is I really, really want you to hard focus on using that molly correctly, because right now the thing that's like losing you a lot of these sight holds is the underutilization of the molly. Smoked too late. That smoke does nothing. Why would you smoke hookah? There's no one in hookah. This hurts. This hurts my soul, bro. Have you ever wanted to see this, but instead you're just stuck looking at this? Hi, my name is Berate. I'm a Radiant coach, and if you want to get coached absolutely free of charge, join my Discord server, read the VOD submission rules, submit a VOD for me to review, and I will get to it as soon as I can and turn it into a video giving you detailed notes along the way. Enjoy the video. What is that headshot percentage? Well, wait a minute. I gotta start by all axe. My headshot percentage is like 23. This platinum player has a bit 62. 62. I'm about to go insane, bro. This is gonna be a fun VOD. I can already tell. This is going to be a fun one. Let's see. Okay, we got Brimstone on bind. First problem I'm immediately noticing here. Usually I avoid buying 3 smokes first, like pistol round on Brimstone. And the reason for that is Brimstone's molly is just such an overpowered ability. Like this thing right here has single-handedly won me so many rounds. I wouldn't recommend buying the stim beacon on pistol round unless your team is planning on doing some kind of aggressive push, but definitely I would at least get the molly. So my normal pistol round buy for Brimstone is I get a frenzy, 2 smokes, and a molly. Or alternatively, I stick with a classic light shields, 2 smokes, and a molly, and then I play hookah. And the reason why I play hookah is because Brimstone thrives in these close range like combat environments because of the fact that his smokes are not hollow. So if you look at an Omen smoke or an Astra smoke, those smokes are hollow. So like if you step in, you can see the entire smoke. With Brimstone smokes though, it's cloudy. It kind of obstructs your vision a bit. So sitting inside or near Brimstone smokes, especially on pistol round, is going to be absolutely busted. So immediately here, I don't like that you bought 3 smokes unless you like play to smoke something off early. Like the only time where I'd say that this play is acceptable is if you're planning on smoking something off rip, which it looks like you are. Good. So you smoke something off rip, and then you have your 2 smokes for retake, I'm assuming. I bet. Okay, you go. You take showers with your... Okay. Immediately, I'm noticing a problem here. So, when you are playing on bind, and I'm gonna actually whip out Valorant for this. When you are playing on bind, I'm just gonna grab random agents here. When you're playing on bind, there is a strong side and a weak side on defense, and just like how every map has a mini game. The minigame being on Haven, you want to find the site with 1 person on it. On Lotus, you want to find out where their sentinel is, etc. The bind defense minigame is when you are playing strong side, you play sight, and then you play to hold. When you're playing weak side, that's where you double up and deny them lanes. And the reason for that is, and it's a very simple reason, is on bind, the attackers always want to split a site. So the attacker's minigame on bind is try to find a way to successfully split a site and make it as uncomfortable of a retake for the defenders as you possibly can. So the reason that if you're playing weak side, you don't want to be falling back. You want to be doubling up somewhere and denying them one of the lanes for them to split. So they'll all have to funnel through long, and then they'll have to deal with the spam from hookah, and then they'll have to use utility to clear hookah. It's just not a pretty sight for the attackers because they're going to use all the utility for the sight hit, and they're not going to have that much utility for retake, and you will have all the retake utility on defense. So that is when you're playing weak side. Right now, you are doubled up pushing on your strong side. which is the exact opposite of how you want to be playing this map on defense. So, optimally here, what you'd want to be doing is you'd want to be playing back using your stall utility and playing for that. And I'm all for playing for ultimate orbs, but later in the game. Right now, this ultimate orb that you're getting here isn't really gonna amount to much in this round. Now, say if you were one off of your ultimate and you know that they've like, you know, been playing slow, and then you can use your ultimate to deny plants. I love this play. It's an unorthodox play, but on any other round except for when you're one off your ultimate, I would say this play is terrible unless you're playing weak side. On weak side, you always want to double up on one of the 2 lanes. So you get the orb here, and they start pushing here, and you kind of deny them all the shower space already, but at this point, it's kind of useless. They have the Viper Wall up. They already have a free plant. I like that you're spamming the plant and stuff, but at this point, it's like, it's a little bit too late. A bomb's down on site. If this enemy team was any good, they'd be having someone on site defending wingman, and it looks like that was
50 on
the issue. And the thing with more like the problem of how you played this round out is more what you did at the start of the round. You want to be doubling up on weak side. On strong side, you want to stick sight, because look what happened. If I go back in the VOD here, you went into showers. Yes, you denied them all that shower space, but in the end, it just left you out of position and like easily pick offable for the people planting a spike and playing retake. And you didn't use any stall utility to stop them there. You didn't even smoke for your team when they were starting to push, so you kind of tunnel vision there, and you just left yourself out of position, and you kind of just threw the round just off of something you did at the very beginning. Here is some tech that I have to show you. With Brimstone in particular, whenever you're on defense, you always want to be playing for your molly. So imagine you had a molly here. You don't have a molly here, but I'm just showing this to prove how powerful the molly is, even on defense. There are so many cross-map lineups that exist that can stall people's pushes like so well. So one that I use quite often is there's this piece of Brimstone tech that I love to use, and notice how when I drop a smoke, there's like a circle that appears in the sky, right? I'll drop one again. Notice how there's a circle that appears in the sky. You can use that circle to drop a molly anywhere. So watch this, watch this, watch this. So say I need a smoke right there for whatever reason. I just shoot it in the middle of wherever the smoke is. Then you see what happens is no matter where it is, the molly will land either on the smoke or near the smoke. And this is tech that has single-handedly saved me games. If you're sitting like right here, ready to like smoke for your team, you can just... Oh, one sec. MS, you always want to look up when you're doing this. You can use the smoke trick like this. Then that should have a molly land in short. If I did this correctly. Yep. Yeah, the molly lands in short and stops their push. But overall, you want to be using this tech. And even if you don't memorize lineups, which I implore you that if you're playing Brimstone on Bind, learn as many lineups as you can. Because the map is so small, like it's only about like, what? The map's only about like 100 meters in length. There's a lot of cross-map lineups that you can do, like the one from here to here, and I'm sure there's other ones. Like I have a whole arsenal of just a Brimstone lineups here, just, you know, saved on my PC. But you don't have to go through all the lengths. You don't have to go through the lengths to have like all this set up. You don't need to do all that. But definitely have some in the chamber. So definitely you want to be abusing that Molotov as often as you possibly can. Because imagine you had a Molotov right there that landed like default plant per se. You could have halted their entire push and given yourself so much time to retake. But you're just completely throwing that away by not buying that Molotov. Okay. Massive problem here. So at this point, you've pretty much already lost the round. But definitely what I would be doing is I would be throwing smokes right now to try and help out your Sova. So you are dead here. By all accounts, you are a doornail right now. Like, you are not surviving this retake. Because we saw earlier that the jet was elbow. As you see by the question mark right there. You saw earlier that the jet was elbow and you're just, you know, kind of autopiloting. That's fine. But what you'd want to do is, probably what I would do is I'd be throwing smokes on site to try and like give my Sova a better time. Not for the Sova to win the round, but for the Sova to come out of this round with at least a kill. And the fact that you're throwing your smokes so late and then you die before you even get to throw them at all is just a lot of wasted value that you could be having. Again, a massive problem. You need that Molotov, bro. Like I am putting this like in your notes, and I am starring this. Like you need that molly, bro. The Molotov is behind the smokes. Obviously the smokes are important, but behind the smokes, Brimstone's Molotov is the most important part of Brimstone's kit. And the fact that not once, not twice, but even 3 times on your buy round you've foregone to buy the molly is just a massive red flag in my head that you don't understand like how to play Brimstone. Right now what you should be doing is you should be throwing some kind of sight smoke like right here or like right here to help your team that's retaking, because right now you are completely blocked off from elbow. You can't do anything with your gun, but you can do a lot with your smoke. So right now you should be throwing some kind of sight smoke right now so that your teammates can get a control of backside. Okay, so here is my retake checklist. This is the checklist for retakes if you are on controller. If you do all of these things, I'll say that you have done your job, and that anything else that happens in the retake is not your fault. You've done your job. If you've done these 3 things in this order at the specific times, I would say that this is your job done. But right now you haven't even done step 1. You don't have back sight control right now, and you're not throwing that sight smoke. And if you run out of smokes, whatever, you're still doing your job if you follow the checklist. You're lucky that your teammates are goated with the sauce, because if I was your team right now, I would be yelling at you. Brim, where are my smokes, bro? Like, you don't understand the fundamentals of how important a controller is for a retake. Now, a lot of people think that for retakes, the flashes are important or the duelist movement abilities are important. The smokes are arguably the most important part of any successful retake. And the fact that you're not using them for that purpose is just like a massive red flag in my head. So right now you are pretty much making your retakes like 20 times more difficult than they have to be. And you don't buy a molly again. No. What is this, bro? You need them all. Okay. I am giving you homework. I never want to see you without a molly in your inventory ever again. Number 2, I want you to learn at least 1 default molly for every map you play Brimstone on, aka 1 default post plant for every site, 1 plant denial for each side on defense, and 1 defensive stall molly for every site on defense. I'm doing your bind homework for you right now. I am literally doing your bind homework for you right now, and this is what I want you to do for every site. So again, watch. You stand in this corner, right, you look just to the right of this part of the roof. Molly. That lands on default. You're looking at this light pole right now. What you're doing is you're getting the arrow icon for your molly and putting the bottom of the arrow molly right on that lamppost. That lands on triple. And also on bind, here's another lineup for triple. You're looking at this little hole in the roof right here. You're putting the top of your smoke in the hole of that roof. You're putting the top of your smoke there. You're just shooting your molly. Simple as that. Those are your A mollies. 4B. You're going to stand in this corner. You're going to put your flame icon on the right here, and you're going to shoot your molly. That should land right here on the default plant, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. Perfect. So that's the default plant for right here. If it's planted for long, right here. You are looking at this part of the roof right here. You're looking at the center, and you're putting the dot on your molly HUD icon right there. Notice that it's the dot. Molly. Right in the center there. This is a bit of a loosey-goosey one. This doesn't have to be too precise, and this is going to cover that plant. Or if it's planted open right here, if it's planted right here on that default plant, you're going to put you're looking at the dot of the molly HUD icon again, but you're going to draw a line from this panel here to this panel here, and where they make a right angle right there, you're going to put the dot right there, And then if I'm not mistaken, and this is a pretty precise one, so I'm not going to be surprised if I mess this up. There we go. That's going to land right here on top for the open plant, and it also covers a little bit of this plant as well. And also it has the added benefit of anyone sitting inside of tube or like hugging the wall here is going to get fried. So those are your bind attack lineups. For your bind defense lineups, the stall molly right I want you to use is this one right here. Molly. I've shown this earlier in the video. That's going to land right on default plant to deny their plant. For the stall molly, I've already said you can use the smoke trick for this one. You don't need a lineup for that. You can use the smoke trick for that. So there's your default plant denial and your denial there. If you want to deny plants on the B default, you're gonna hug this wall right here. You're gonna go until this window creates a right angle. So you're gonna go where this part of the building in this window cuts it in half. You're gonna aim right there. That's gonna land off of this wall and land on the default plant, and this will cover the entire left side. So there is your plant denial molly, and then if you want a molly to stall them, you can again use the smoke trick. If I drop a smoke in hookah right here, and I drop a molly right there, most likely what's going to happen, there we go, that's going to land right in front of hookah and stop them from coming out. Boom. That's what I want you to do for every map. You see how fast that was? I want you to have those in your mind for every single map that you play Brimstone on. What are you doing, man? The Cypher's already peeked out. The Cypher is already peeked out, and if there was a person there, your Cypher would be dead. Because oftentimes they're not going to go solo B long. They're going to have at least 2 people going B long if they are there. So you should have thrown that smoke before he peeked. At this point, he's already peeked out. He's already out. Okay, good. You smoke. No. Smokes are way too late. Okay. On defense. Another massive problem. You smoke too late. That's all I gotta say. You smoke too late. You're smoking way too late. You should have smoked that way sooner. Like, I don't even care that you're winning the round. At this point, I can confidently say at this point that you have done quite literally nothing this entire game. I don't care about any kills that you got. I'm talking if you're playing a controller, you have done absolutely nothing this game. You would probably have more impact this game if you played Reyna. But you're on Brimstone right now, and you're doing the bare minimum of smokes. And honestly, in solo queue, the bare minimum isn't enough. The bare minimum is not enough if you're playing solo queue and you want to climb. Because I could do the bare minimum on an initiator. I could lock Sky without ever playing Sky in my life, and I could do the bare minimum, and chances are I would still lose that game if I was solo queue, because I'm not doing my job. I'm just doing quote unquote my job. So right now you aren't actually doing anything to help your team at this point. Yeah, you're top fragging, that's fine, I don't care, but like you're not doing anything. Smoke. No, they're coming out. You peas. Smoke. Okay. This is another one of the massive problems. This is massive. You smoke too late. You're having no impact in these rounds if you're smoking. Just it's taken 2 to 3 business years for you to smoke off a site. We have an AliExpress controller player right here. Job on offense. Okay, you buy 3 smokes again. On offense, this isn't the worst possible buy. I've seen a couple pro. Oh my gosh, I've seen a couple of pro ranked VODs do this buy. For one reason and one reason only. If you're blowing both your smokes at the start of the round and you're gonna hit fast, or if you're gonna blow both of your smokes but you're gonna throw a fake and then you still have a third smoke for the actual site hit that you're doing after you fake one site. Because 2 Brimstone smokes on a site combined with like a raise nade and like a hecking Cypher cam is gonna be a really convincing fake. So right now I'm hoping, because you're buying 3 smokes right now, I hope you're gonna be throwing some kind of fake, or you're gonna be hitting really fast. And right now it's looking like it's looking like a fast hit. Okay, I like it. One major problem that I'm noticing with the smoke in the center of sight, and this is something I want to show you. This is something that I definitely want to show you. Look, I'm gonna smoke exactly where you did, and if I was a defender, this is what I would be saying. Oh, bet he didn't smoke heaven. Oh, bet he didn't smoke heaven. Wait. Heaven's free. Heaven's free. Heaven's free. Wait a second. Boom. I get a free angle on short. I get to cross into backside for free. Backside control is mine. I get to hold this for free. I get to sit inside of... Do this.
Smoke's down.
I get to sit inside of this smoke. I get to go out here. I get to swing out. Ratata, ratata, ratata while you guys are planting. These smokes are not good. These smokes are not good. You've given up backside control pretty much for free. And yes, someone could route U-Haul right now. But if I was any good, I would be playing heaven and holding short, and then I would be swinging out and holding U-Haul like this. Or alternatively, if these smokes were thrown, I'd be playing backside here because backside control is mine. You cannot push out of these smokes without me seeing you and just flicking on your head and doming you. So like you cannot push out of these smokes. So what I'd be doing is I'd be holding U-Haul like this, or maybe I'd even be playing on this off angle right here and playing and holding U-Haul, and the second you push out of the smokes is dead. These smokes are absolutely horrendous for attack because you're just giving up backside completely for free, and with these smokes you can't even go U-Haul. So alternatively, the smokes that I like to throw are these two right here. I like to throw a smoke on top of truck, and I like to throw a smoke right here. Why are these smokes so good? So this smoke pretty much covers heaven from short. So if anyone is sitting heaven, they won't be able to see short. They'll only be able to hold U-Haul. Again, won't be able to see short. They'll only be able to hold U-Haul.
Smoke's down.
So, and you can push out and boom. And here, you can actually peek back sight through this gap right here. And if you have people showers, you won't have to worry about anything bench. So you can just focus on backside and then have your duelist go here. And then you get a free plant while someone's holding you. The problem with these smokes is it opens up a lot of opportunities for people to swing out, spam your plants, wallbang this, get a cheesy angle here, the entirety of backside control. But swapping out this smoke right here for the truck smoke is going to make the sight hold so much more awkward for the defenders, and it's just going to be overall a better return from your smokes. And then since you bought 3 smokes, you still have a third smoke in case you like want to take back sight. You smoke heaven, you don't have to worry about that angle, and then you clear this, you clear this, you clear this, you clear like backside wherever you have, like, you know, someone, you know, clear that for you, and boom, you have a third smoke right there. If you have 3 smokes, that is 1,000,000% how I'd play it. You win the round because your duelists are goated, but like still, you have done essentially nothing. Why are you saving? You just won! No. Bad econ. Bad economy. No, bad. What is this? What am I looking at right now? I see your teammate with a Bulldog, a Spectre. We got Sova, who I assume is going to buy something, because I assume that this Sova knows the basics of Valorant economy. Okay, your Sova doesn't even know the basics of Valorant economy. But what are you doing, man? You have every single advantage right now. Okay, so these enemies that you're up against are going to have little pea shooters. They're just going to go pew, 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 pew. Or they're going to be sitting U-Haul, like... Are they going to be like, pew, 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 pew. But you're going to be the Brimstone Giga Chad that you are, hucking a stim down and just, all over them with your Spectre that you're going to buy every single round from now on after you win pistol rounds. The only exception is on Breeze. On Breeze, you're allowed to buy a Bulldog or a Guardian. On any other map, until you hit at least Immortal, you are buying a Spectre and full shields with as much utility as you can buy every single time you win a pistol round. And the reason for that is you are trusting too much in your aim right now. And based off of your headshot percentage right now, I know that your ego is through the hecking roof. You are like, I'm going to one tap every single goober in this elo. And that's the reason why you're hard stuck. Because the second that you go against someone who actually knows what they're doing and will punish you by doming you in your big stupid head because they out aim you, and you don't take the free advantage that this amount of economic power gives you, is baffling to me. And this is the reason why you're hard stuck. You are probably gonna tap some kids this round, and I'm not even gonna care. I'm gonna laugh even harder if you yourself get tapped, because you absolutely deserve it. Now I'm not trying to be mean and flame you here. I'm just trying to really grill into your skull that you cannot be doing stuff like this if you want to get out of platinum. Like, you can't. It is an impossibility. Like, you can't be doing that. Look at what your teammates have right now. You have two specters, a sheriff, and a bulldog. And I guarantee you, last round, the enemy saved. They all have classics. And right now, here is what's gonna happen. Here is what's gonna happen. Your duelist is gonna be running in like they should with their Spectre, trying to get a kill. So they're gonna be satcheling hookah, whatever. They're gonna be trying to get a kill with the Spectre. And here's what's gonna happen. Oh, raise a satcheling. Dead. Because this enemy team has guns right now. They have Vandals. They can play these long-range fights. And the majority of your team is stuck to close-range engagements right now. And what's going to happen is your team is going to be playing this correctly, probably. And they're going to be running it down and trying to deal as much damage. And you're going to be back here in a 1v4 with your Vandal. Like, oh no. Boom. And then get yourself domed by their Vandals. Because it's a 4 versus 1, and you're not winning a 4 versus 1 on Brimstone, especially if you don't have any lineups to back you up for post plants. Like, it's just layers and layers of layers upon bad here. But definitely your attacker economy is not good. Oh my goodness, this VOD is giving me stage 16 cancer. Smoke for your team. Smoke for your team! Your team is already out on such smoke! How much controller have you played? How much controller have you played? Okay, you're a Reyna, Jet, and Chambermain. That's probably why you suck at controller. You're not comfortable on controller, my guy. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You have no clue. You're clueless. You smoked too late. That smoke does nothing. Why would you smoke hookah? There's no one in hookah. This hurts. This hurts my soul, bro. I one-tricked controller to Radiant, man. And this is hurting my soul. My poor soul. Okay, this is all I can take from this VOD. This is quite literally all I can take. I'm saving this. I'm putting this in the Discord. Oh my gosh. This was painful. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video. If you want to get coached, just like this lovely Brimstone player here, join the Discord server down below, and be sure to subscribe if you want more content exactly like this. And drop down in the comments below any feedback, criticism, praise, whatever that you think that I can use to improve my channel to become the best coach that I can possibly be. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure to drink some water today. Good luck on the climb, gamers. Arrivederci.